Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Today on What You Got, we're celebrating National Be a Millionaire Day. This is just one day a year when you can sip your morning coffee and confidently say, I am basically wealthy because I added extra creamer. I'll take my soda, thank you. If you have ever felt like a millionaire just because you found forgotten money in your jeans, today is your holiday. We're talking about being a millionaire, what it means to you, and we're featuring someone who helps people build real finance, the millionaire maker herself, Wendy, the financial lion. She is here to help you understand money without fear and build a future that feels strong and secure. This morning, on What You Got.
Hi, friends, it's me, Barry. Good morning. It is a great day to come together and ask the question, what you got?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Zach Clayton. I am the president and founder, Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass, and Pact Podcasting Networks. This is our Dare to Care segment of the day, and we are talking about feeling rich, and not particularly because of money, but just because you feel fulfilled, I guess is a great way to put it. In my mind, I've been asked a couple times if I feel like I've been successful, and my company's mission is all about helping people. I am not rich financially. As a matter of fact, there's days I don't have $1 in my pocket. But every day I get to help someone, I'm the richest man in the world. But when you hear the word millionaire, what's the first thing that pops into your mind? Is it the freedom to buy whatever you want? Is it the dream of traveling the world? Is it the joy of giving back on a huge scale? Or maybe it's something much simpler. Maybe it's the idea of finally breathing without the weight of debt on your shoulders. Whatever your dream looks like, today it's about doing one thing that makes you feel like a million. You do not have to wait for 7 figures to show up in your account to feel rich in your own life. You can choose something small that reminds you that you matter and that you deserve great things. Try a spa treatment. Take an exotic car for a test drive. I got to be honest with you, I just wouldn't do that. Little, I guess admission here. My mom used to have one of those PT Cruisers, and I still smoked at that time, so I was much less girth and just, taller, I'm right around 5'11", so, just short of 6 foot, but, and when I would get into that car with the seat moved all the way back, I was too tall for it. I had to take and open the sunroof and look through the sunroof at the stoplights. Because for me to see the stoplights, I had to park back like 20 feet from the line. I had never been more uncomfortable in a car than that car. And the funny thing is when I was driving one time to go to Kansas, I used her car. It was brand new, so it was going to be safer. But I was driving in that car to Kansas, and I hit a raccoon And I am going to tell you, I jumped that car. It literally came off the ground, scared the holy hell out of me. So, but anyway, you can try a spa treatment, take an exotic car for a test drive, treat yourself to a special coffee or a cocktail. Just please drink responsibly. Or choose something that costs nothing at all. A quiet moment, a walk, a conversation with somebody who lifts you up. Feeling rich is not always about money. It's about permission to enjoy your life. And today we are spotlighting someone who helps people build confidence. Wendy, the financial lion. She teaches families how to eliminate fear, grow wealth safely, and build a future that feels secure instead of stressful. You can find her on Community Pay It Forward partner page simply by scanning her family badge right here. Wendy knows what it is like to have the proverbial rug yanked out from under her. From the death of her husband in her early 20s to her and her husband now both being fired on the same day. And she has taken and stood up and said, we ain't doing this. And she's come up with plans that help people prepare themselves for these difficult situations. Look, if you've never met Wendy, you need to. Use the QR code above or simply ask me, hey, Zach, can you give me an introduction to Wendy? And I will gladly do it. So our tie-in today, due to mental health. Money stress is one of the biggest mental health burdens people carry. It affects sleep, relationships, confidence, and even physical health. National Be a Millionaire Day gives us a chance to flip that script. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we can focus on what we can control. One small action that makes us feel secure. One choice that makes us feel valued. One moment that reminds us that our worth is not measured in dollars. Taking care of your financial well-being is taking care of your mental well-being. And reaching out to someone like Wendy can be a powerful step towards peace of mind. Again, please scan the QR code above my shoulder or ask me at Zach, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us. Ask me for an introduction. I would gladly give it to you. So our question of the day. When you think of being a millionaire, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? And what is the one thing you can do today that makes you feel like a million? So please, in the chat, whatever social media you're on, answer that question. When you think of being a millionaire, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? And what's the one thing that you can do today that makes you feel like a million? This is a fun question. My answer, I have one dream, bucket list thing, if you will. After I got to go and visit the Negro Leagues Museum in Kansas City. And it's simply to take my family to Europe and visit these historic sites that are thousands of years old. Some of the castles, going into Egypt, Rome, Greece, going and seeing where life began, going to Germany, seeing where my ancestry came from. And if I'm able to take my entire family to this trip, that's because of one thing. That's because together, think of how many people we were able to help. And that is what drives me. So please like, share, subscribe this video. Answer our question of the day. When you think of being a millionaire, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? And what is the one thing you can do that makes you feel like a million? Our ask of the day is very simple. No matter if you're in a great mood, no matter if you're in a bad mood, think of that one thing. Look at that one thing that makes you feel like a millionaire. Mine sits right here on my desk. It's my grandkid. It's my grandkids. I got my other grandkids sitting right beside me, along with my son, my daughter, and our Nate. Fluffy fart smeller. Sorry, had to do it. Think of that one thing that makes you feel like a million and share it out with everybody. You do not have to wait for wealth to live with joy, confidence, and purpose. Celebrate National Be a Millionaire Day by choosing something that makes you feel rich in spirit, rich in gratitude, and rich in possibility. Lift yourself up. Lift someone else up. And as always, tell us what you got today. I'd like to remind you to join us tonight at 8 p.m. East for Lynn's Day. What is Lynn's Day, you ask? Well, where have you been? Lynn's Day is where we have our dear friend and giving partner, Lynn Sobolski, who's going to join us. She's going to join us and give free tarot readings live on air, 8 p.m. on this channel that you're watching right now. If you would like to find out different channels, just go to communitypayitforward.us, go to the podcasting tab, and you can find all the outlets right there. Thank you for joining us. And please remember, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. No one needs to go it alone when we all come together. Love someone out there because someone out here loves you. What you got?
Warning, the brown cloud is approaching. Some will try to outrun it. Others may not be so lucky. But don't worry, it's all part of the fun at the Chili Cook-Off for books and board games. Where the chili is hot, the flavors are bold. And Bear E has your back with the official Brown Cloud Preparedness Kit. Follow the plan. Know your exits, and whatever you do, hold your breath, because this temporary pain is all for a great cause. Join us, laugh with us, survive the brown cloud, together at Key Largo Lounge in Greeley.
Join us November 8th at 11 a.m. for the 10th annual Chili Cook-Off for books and board games at our home field, Key Largo Lounge, where our small market team is making a huge statement. Scan the code for tickets and sponsorship information.